Give us your name, rank, and branch of service.
Oh, I'm Ronald Bentley, Specialist E5, U.S. Army. I was a personnel specialist. I was stationed at Fort Dix, New Jersey for 22 months out of my 24 in the service.
Okay, alrighty. Were you eventually deployed anywhere or just assigned?
No, sir. Like I said, I was, after basic training and AIT training, I was assigned to the Overseas Replacement Station, Fort Dix, New Jersey, and that's where I stayed.
Okay, what era was this? What years?
1966 through 68, I was in the service.
Okay. Give us a couple answers here to different questions. What was the toughest situation that you had to face while you were in the military?
Falling off of a telephone pole from 30 feet up.
Tell us about that.
Well, the Army was going to train me as a field wireman. At the end of the first week, they take you out to teach you to climb telephone pole.
Okay.
Well, I climbed the telephone pole, played their games, like you had to play a little bit of volleyball. You took a volleyball and tossed it to another soldier, and he tossed it back. And I circled the pole, but my problem was getting down off of the telephone pole. I started down and missed my gaff and could not gaff back in, so I just pushed away and dropped 30 feet.
Whoa. Did you hurt yourself?
Broke my foot in 3 places, 3 little tiny bones. They didn't. This was on a Friday. I went to the hospital and they x-rayed it and sent me back to the barracks, said there was nothing wrong. Well, I spent the weekend with sitting on a sink with my foot in another sink trying to get the swelling down.
What was your favorite memory from your years in the service?
Well, I guess I would say that being saved from going to Vietnam.
Okay. All right.
While I was stationed there at Fort Dix, I came home on leave, and when I got back, my NCOIC said, "Bentley, I just saved you from going to Vietnam." I said, "What do you mean, Sergeant?" He said, "Well, we had an allocation for one, at the time I was a Specialist E4. He said, we have had an allocation for one specialist to go to Vietnam, and there was 2 eligible, you and another fellow. Never did find out what the other fellow's name was, excuse me. And he chose to keep me instead of the other guy. That's how close I came to going to Vietnam.
So you end up being a lucky man.
I ended up staying right there at Fort Dix and never left Fort Dix after I got into my duty station.
Wow, that's tremendous.